Hello and welcome to an impromptu behind the scenes look at this process that I went through to create this AI kind of driven conversation between myself and in this case, in the most recent case that we actually aired, it was the frequently asked questions section of a Discord server. That's crypto crypto baller bots. Excuse me. So we're going to be airing one of these segments every week, and I realize if I'm going to be sitting down and making these segments every week, that I ought to, stream it so everybody can understand how this all works. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through how I go through it. Humada AI is the interview tool that I'm using, and for this one we're going to go to Cardania because it was in the Cardania Twitter space. Was it 1 week ago or so? Dang, yeah, it was a week ago that I learned about this tool, Humada. Cap was telling us about AI tools that he was aware of, and this one was the featured tool of the week. And I was like, whoa, you could interview white papers with this thing. And so that's what we're doing. So I'm going to the RAD paper here. It's got to be a PDF for Humada, and it can only be up to 60 pages long. And we're going to compress some of this data from this paper so that we can fit that limit. This white paper is 43 pages long, which is fine, except that it was updated in June of 2022. It's pretty out of date. There's a lot of stuff out there, even on the website, that's just not reflected in this white paper. So we're going to be adding some data to this document. But as you can see, we've got lots of pictures. That's not going to help us. All the text, though, beautiful. Pure information. Pictures, we're gonna need to lose those pictures. So I'm gonna save that, and there it is. Open her up, and we're gonna grab just the text. So I'm just gonna select all, Control A, Control C to copy it, Control V to paste it into this document. Now we can't see a lot of it. It's because it had a bunch of specific formatting for that document. It was never meant to be viewed like this. You might be tempted to keep the text only and lose all the formatting, thus turning it into readable text like this. But problem with that, I'm pretty sure the AI uses that formatting to understand what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm going to delete that, repaste it, and I'm just going to select it all and change the color to black. Now I get to keep all that formatting. You can see just bold things. Some of it seems important, especially like the header kind of stuff. I'll bet you it uses that information. And if we're stripping it from the doc, from its native lands, we can at least leave the formatting to give it a stepping stone. But that brought it down to 23 pages. So that's pretty good. That was a big step down. But of course, it's a Word doc. We'll save this as a PDF so that we can feed it into that AI. But it's not enough. We got to go to the codex. Where the heck is that codex? It's not in the Nexus. Here it is, deep dive, right? So this codex has a lot more information that has not been added elsewhere, such as starships. So we can see all these starships. Very nice. So I'm going to grab whatever text there is here about starships so that it can know. I don't know if we need all the rarities and everything, but we'll just copy all that, put that at the end of the document here. Do that same thing. We got to select it and turn it black. Boom. No, that's Rogue Galaxies. Different space project. Now, who knows what else there is in here that isn't reflected. So it couldn't hurt, especially, what I like to do is pull some info about the different factions. Now, here we go. Okay. So this is some specific descriptions about each of these factions. And I'm not sure if the RAD paper is fully up to date on all that. We'll grab the pictures too. It's not going to be helpful for our AI friend, so we're going to take it out. Select all that. Again, turn it black so we can see it at least. I bet you the computer would have no problem with legibility. I've only done this one time, so this is number 2. We're really going to find out if this process, how repeatable it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, that's important. I really just wanted to get Starship stuff in there. I wonder if there's anything in the Cardania Discord about starships or something. The thing about Cardania, you really gotta be involved. You gotta keep your ear to the ground to really hear about stuff before big announcements are out there. Because Cap, he's always talking about some stuff. If you're paying attention, you might get a little bit of extra something out of it. Okay, so that's probably fine. We added a little bit more to this document, and maybe even, yeah, I think we're good. Let's save as PDF. Let's save it here. So this is whatever. This is just a temporary Word file. It's making us save. Cardania RAD /Codex interview. All right. I kind of want to put some more stuff from the Codex in here just in case it's more up to date or maybe just more verbose. I'm just going to grab everything that it's got just in case. And if it's a duplicate, I don't think the AI is going to have a problem with that. I think it'll just reinforce it, which is not going to be tough. I just would hate to miss anything. Show me that roadmap. Show me that roadmap. Okay. To the end here. Paste that. It's all invisible, but, one day we'll be able to see it. Dang, I open that every time. Summoning pool. This is definitely already in that. I've seen that. Quick start. See, that could be good for a question. To think about what I might even want to ask this document. See, we're only at 33 pages. No problem. Look at all these tokens. It's pretty rad. Dang. No, this has got to be just pulled straight from the thing. Right? That's kind of how you do it. Enter the Ultraverse introduction. So this is more about the card game. This could be useful. It's got rarities and everything. Oh, whatever. Hopefully it doesn't get too confusing for the robot. And now we'll save this. So probably stream this every time I do it because I have to get all dressed up when I do the stream because it's got to match, because I'm going to record my parts. I'm going to be like, oh, tell me about RAD. I'll say that. And then it's going to tell me about RAD. So that's pretty rad. This whole thing is rad AF, if you ask me. What an exciting time to be alive. I'm glad that I'm the one that gets to be interviewing documents. It feels good. Okay. So, anyways, we're going to save this thing. This is the actual thing. So, Cardania RAD and Codex, and then we'll date it because that's when the information, that's how up to date the information is, at least the public stuff. I know the RAD paper is already a bit out of date. All right, converting to PDF. So what we're going to do is drop that PDF in here. So when I'm interviewing an AI who's representing a document, I want it to kind of flow like a conversation. So I'm not planning a bunch of questions necessarily in advance. I'm kind of just rolling with it. So we'll see how it goes. Here we go. So all the information is shoved in there. It's pretty ugly. We'll see if I screwed everything up by taking the text out of that document. I think it'll be good. Okay. What are we going to ask this AI? I like to start with a subjective question about what they're excited about. I like a lot of subjective questions. I just want to see what they say, and how real they feel and sound. So I'm going to say, what are you? All right. What is the most exciting and I think just what's the most exciting part of Cardania? Yeah. Good to get a little taste of what the AI is into. Now, it's going to tell me right here what it says. This is great. And it also shows me what it referenced to get that answer. I don't necessarily always understand why or how. Like, if I click on 20, it takes me to that page. And why is, I guess, what draws inspiration? That's kind of interesting. All right, well, let's read it. So I said, what's the most exciting part of Cardania? And the AI says the most exciting part of Cardania is the potential for interoperability between cooperative gaming ecosystems on the Cardano network. This interoperability will create a robust experience for users and open up new opportunities for developers to create unique experiences within the Cardano blockchain space. Okay. So interoperability is the most exciting part to this AI. Now, that might surprise me, but to me, this is a representation of some sort of interpretation of what Cardania is putting themselves out there as. So I'm just going to roll with this. I'm not really sure what I'm going to get out of this conversation, but it's going to be fun. And then when I record it, it'll feel a lot more natural because it will have been an actual conversation. We'll just kind of be doing it IRL just again. Okay. So what would I ask after hearing this? This interoperability will create a robust experience. So interoperability. Okay. Let's ask about what specific interoperability features does Cardania have? Okay. I'd like to hear more about the interoperability, basically. What specific interoperability features does Cardania have? Cardania currently has active partnerships with Stellarhood and Phoenix Arena, allowing for the interoperability of resources between these two ecosystems. That's true. I have experienced that firsthand just through farming. Harvesting resources. You'll pick up some other tokens when you're harvesting resources, and there's more than are even listed here. Anyways, additionally, Cardania has a quantum dark energy drive, which enables limited teleportation of Cardania across space, time, and dimensions. This allows for limited excursions, though often without the control or consent of the citizens. Now, this is something I actually really love about Cardania, that they have this interoperability or like collab engine. Basically, there's an in-universe explanation for why Cardania might appear in another universe or another project's universe for an amount of time. And any sort of, I could totally see, crossover community events and stuff that are limited time while Cardania is here, and then it's gone again, and we wait for the next incursion or excursion. So I won't be able to say all that because I don't want to gush too much about Cardania, but I'm glad I could say it up here. But when I respond in this interview, probably, I want to steer it towards starships at the moment. I know there's really limited information in there about starships, but let's find out what it says. So this allows for limited excursions, though often without control. All right, so I'll say that would be a great time for citizens to use their new starships. So, I think that makes sense. Flying around during one of these jumps, you can kind of visit Clay Nation maybe and fly overhead in your Cardania 3D model ship. Oh, see, this is a little out of date. Interesting. But here we go. Absolutely. Cardania starships are expected to be available in fall 2022 and will provide citizens with the ability to explore the universe and discover new resources. Additionally, Cardania is currently developing a variety of games and collections such as Epoch Wars, Eradication, Founders Cards, Interplanetary Postage Collection, and Oktoberfest 2021, which will all be accessible with the use of Cardania starships. All right, we've gone off the rails. Now, I personally know that doesn't make any sense. Just all those extra things. Some of that, it almost made sense, but too many things were listed there. So I can definitely use this answer, but I need to change the out-of-date things. And I think that that's fair. Just because, again, we need an updated RAD paper. I'll do another video when we have an updated RAD paper. That'll be fun. Okay, so I would delete Oktoberfest, Interoper Poster, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the hell Eradication is, but Epoch Wars is the land game, right? And then the card game, it's all on the actual RAD paper, which I don't know if I have up anymore. What's it called? Whatever. All right, well, yeah, that's right. So the starships are out, but it doesn't know that. We'll talk to Chris live about the starships, but what we could talk more about is RAD, because I know there's a lot of information about RAD in this RAD paper. So accessible with the use of Cardania starships. So maybe I'll say I want to steer it back towards RAD, so discover new resources. That sounds rad AF. I like to do kind of awkward letter, kind of role-playing a newscaster, Okay, that sounds rad AF. Speaking of rad, what can the I want to ask about things that are exciting. What are the most exciting uses for the RAD token? All right, so I'll probably get rid of that. Sounds rad AF. And speaking of rad, I'll say that, but I don't need to confuse the AI. That's probably not necessary. Let's say RAD tokens are the native currency of the Cardania metaverse ecosystem and can be used for a variety of purposes. RAD tokens can be used to purchase game items such as construction unit recruitment, research, and power-ups. It can also be used to receive discounts on digital assets, gain exclusive asset access to certain game features, and contribute RAD ADA liquidity pools on MinSwap. Finally, RAD tokens can be used to pay tributes for community and faction level benefits. Now, a lot of this stuff is in the future, but it is coming. That's what they're building towards. How can one get RAD tokens? There we go. RAD tokens can be acquired through a variety of methods. They can be purchased on exchanges, earned through the game interactions, won through participating in regular community events, and minted and mined through delegating ADA to summon. Additionally, RAD tokens can be airdropped through the prismatic terraforms and resource tokens. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think it's confused about that, but we'll let it go. Who is the captain and why should we listen to him? I'd like to know. I think the viewers would like to know. Tell us about this captain fellow. Here we go. Chris G. Great. Chris G is the captain of the Cardania project that leads the team of developers, artists, game designers, and content specialists. He has a wealth of experience in the blockchain space and is passionate about creating a vibrant, engaging metaverse for Cardania citizens. He's a strong advocate for the Cardania project and is dedicated to ensuring its success. I agree with that. He sounds swell. Again, I probably won't send that to the AI. Well, maybe I will. Let's see what it does. Probably ignore it. I hope so. So he sounds swell. I wanted to bring it back to one of these factions. I hear he's a big fan of the Technomages. What? The F is a Technomage. See how he feels, how that AI feels about such a conversational input. Oh, Eradication is the name of the first-person shooter. Right. Enter the Ultraverse is the card game. Epoch Wars is the land one. I know what I'm talking about. Technomages are an ancient, misbegotten race of hybrid machine organics. The Guild of Technomages have endured for nearly a millennia of Cardania's current age. Through generations of discovery and scientific inquiry, the Technomages have unlocked many ancient mysteries of Cardania and put their discoveries to good use. They are also responsible for a number of calamities and near-extinction level events. With their use of bioenhancement, cybernetic implants, nanite injections, and neural stimulants, the Technomages are arguably more machine than man. Once cursed by a machine god and now shackled to the eternal servitude of a single directive, assimilate all organic life. Wow, this is going to be real fun to hear from our AI. It's going to be very funny. Okay. I'm trying to think of something more off the wall to ask this machine here. Yeah, how do you interview a document, right? I'm still working on the best way. But, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. What if we ask about how do you harvest resources? How do you harvest resources and what can you do with them? I'm not sure if putting those questions together is a good idea. Here we go. Resources. Got a cracker. Resources can be harvested from the summoning pool every epoch. Players can harvest their Terraform RAD and resource tokens at ll.cardania.com. I don't think that's accurate anymore, but that still might take you there. Might be a redirect. Resources can be used to purchase game items, receive discounts on digital assets, gain exclusive access to certain game features, and contribute to RAD ADA liquidity pools on MinSwap. Additionally, resources can be used to pay tributes for community and faction level benefits. Yes, again, some of these features are incoming, but great to hear about them. Why should I buy Cardania NFTs? Yeah, I like to hear. I want to pitch. There we go. Cardania NFTs are a great way to show your support for the Cardania project and to gain access to exclusive content. NFTs can also be used to gain access to special events, receive discounts on digital assets, and gain access to exclusive game features. Additionally, NFTs can be used to participate in the Cardania ecosystem and to receive rewards for participating in community activities. Very good. Trying to get some kind of hard-hitting question in here. How about what is the philosophy of Cardania? All right, here we go. Cardania is a project that's dedicated to creating a vibrant and engaging metaverse for its citizens. We believe in the power of collaboration and the importance of community. We strive to create a safe and secure environment for our citizens to explore, create, and thrive. We are committed to creating a sustainable and equitable ecosystem that is built on the principles of fairness, transparency, and trust. Oh, pretty good. That's a good answer. Okay, I'm going to ask what are you personally most interested in? Or how about what aspect of Cardania are you personally most interested in? A little wordy. The AI seems to be able to keep up, though. Here we go. I'm personally most interested in the Cardania lore and the summoning pool. I'm fascinated by the ancient mysteries of Cardania and the summoning pool's ability to summon creatures, magic, and trouble from the void of interdimensional space. I'm also interested in the quantum dark energy drive and its ability to enable limited teleportation of Cardania across space, time, and dimensions. Fucking boom. Great answer. This is a smart PDF. Man, I like this getting more personal. Like, who even am I talking to here? This is so crazy. Okay. How does Cardania resonate with your personal experiences? Well, that's a hard one for an AI, I think. Okay. Now, this answer is the same as this answer. So I'm going to lose it. That one's not going to make it. It was a shot in the dark, that one. So let's see, I had another one. Yeah. What is enter the Ultraverse, the Cardania card game like? Basically, what's it like? All right. All right. Enter the Ultraverse is a deck building card game that takes place in the Cardania universe. Players can build their own decks and battle against each other in a variety of game modes. The game features a variety of cards, including creatures, spells, and artifacts, as well as a unique resource system. Players can also customize their decks with special cards and abilities. Enter the Ultraverse is a great way to explore the Cardania universe and battle against other players. How do I get cards? You can get cards from the Cardania store, which can be accessed through the Cardania website. You can also purchase card packs from the Nexus, which is a Web3 wallet. You can't do that. Well, you can get to a place where you can buy them from the Nexus, so that's kind of true. Additionally, you can find limited edition Founders cards, which offer exclusive content and eligibility for future airdrops. That's true. That's another kind of card that you can get. Tell me about Epoch Wars, the Cardania land game. Epoch Wars is a land-based strategy game set in the Cardania universe. Players can build their own armies and battle each other in a variety of game modes. The game features a variety of units, buildings, and resources, as well as a unique resource system. Players can also customize their armies with special units and abilities. Epoch Wars is a great way to explore Cardania universe and battle against other players. Just like Enter the Ultraverse. Same. Well, she's on message, you know? So that's enough. Now we got all these questions and answers. So this is like a script. I'm going to pick the ones we like, do some light editing, not too much, not much at all if I can. I want this to be what the AI is saying, but sometimes the information is just wrong. So a little bit of update there, a little helping hand to the AI. So we're going to take this first answer and go to Movio, which is awesome service. So this is our Cheddar video before I, green screened her out.
It's a pleasure to be here on the CNFT News.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. Well, okay. So let's go here and duplicate it. So this basically duplicates that project. I'm going to change this to Cardania RAD Codex. Great. Now you can see all this. Now we've already chosen who we want. This is her. This is Details, who is a reporter. And she uses the voice Sonia. And those are our settings. And we want to keep her the same. Now we could change her outfit because she does, this model is available in other outfits. So she could be wearing this time, or this, or this, or this. So we've definitely got options. Now for Cardania, let's go with this. She's kind of like a space business person. I don't know. Blue reminds me of space, whatever. So I already have her saying, hello, Scott, it's a pleasure. We're just going to use that same one, right? This is all Cheddar. Cheddar. I just feel like I should just dump all this, huh? Oops. Don't really know. No, I'm just going to fill it in. So I pasted this part of the text, and it's kind of processing.
The most exciting part of Cardania is the potential for interoperability between cooperative gaming ecosystems on the Cardano network. This interoperability will create a robust experience for users and open up new opportunities for developers to create unique experiences within the Cardano blockchain space.
Agree. So we didn't see her moving because that's where you got to pay. I got 10 minutes of animation a month on this plan, which I think is about $30 a month. $3 a minute. It's not bad. So we're just going to keep bringing this script in. Now I ask this, what specific interoperability features? And we'll put it in, and then we'll listen to it just to make sure that it doesn't sound weird. Sometimes they pronounce stuff weird, or there's, you have to listen to it.
Cardania currently has active partnerships with Stellarhood and Phoenix Arena, allowing for the interoperability of resources between the two ecosystems. Additionally, Cardania has a quantum dark energy drive which enables limited teleportation of Cardania across space, time, and dimensions. This allows for limited excursions, though often without the control or consent of the citizens.
Nice. Now, a lot of this is wrong. So we're going to need to help out on this one. All right, Cardania starships are available to mint now and will provide citizens blah, blah, blah. So that's all correct and in the future. Cardania is currently developing a variety of games and collections. Oh, games and collections. Well, I still don't know that these are... Okay. I'm going to get rid of all that. Epoch. All right, we're going to just give it a little bit more detail here about the land wars. And we're going to say Epoch Wars. This is the land-based game. Eradication, the FPS, and well, that should be the last one. And eradication. We'll start with Enter the Ultraverse because that's the main one right now. Enter the Ultraverse, which is the card game, land-based game, card-based game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now let's listen to her.
Absolutely. Cardania starships are available to mint now and will provide citizens with the ability to explore the universe and discover new resources. Additionally, Cardania is currently developing a variety of games and collections, such as Enter the Ultraverse, the card-based game, Epoch Wars, the land-based game, and Eradication, the FPS, which will all be accessible with the use of Cardania starships.
Okay, accessible with the use of Cardania starships. Not really accurate, but close enough. And I'm not trying to edit too much. I just wanted to make a couple of specific changes because it was way off. I want her to sound like she sounds, and that's the wording she chose. I don't know if I would have gone with that. One of the most exciting uses for RAD tokens. I think that's a good one. RAD tokens are the native. Okay, let's hear it.
RAD tokens are the native currency of the RAD tokens are the native currency of the Cardania.
Yep. She doesn't understand. She's trying to say the whole thing. Say all the letters.
RAD tokens are the native currency of the Cardania metaverse ecosystem and can be used for a variety of purposes. RAD tokens can be used to purchase game items such as construction, unit recruitment, research, and power-ups. They can also be used to receive discounts on digital assets, gain exclusive access to certain game features, and contribute to RAD ADA liquidity pools on MinSwap. Finally, RAD tokens can be used to pay tributes for community and faction-level benefits.
Legit. I'll drop this link in the Cardania server. I forgot. Should probably let people know. Okay. So that's pretty good. I don't think I would change anything there. How can I get RAD tokens? This is all important, but we need to change RAD, ADA, can't all be. I'm going to say summon because she's not going to know how to pronounce that.
RAD tokens can be acquired through a variety of methods. They can be purchased on exchanges, earned through game interactions, won through participating in regular community events, and mined through delegating ADA to the summon. Additionally, RAD tokens can be airdropped through the prismatic terraforms and resource tokens.
Now, I don't think that's accurate. I don't even know what that means, so I'm going to remove it. That seems good, though. Who is the captain and why should we listen to him? Very important question. Gotta stay.
Chris G is the captain of the Cardania project and leads the team of developers, artists, game designers, and content specialists. He has a wealth of experience in the blockchain space and is passionate about creating a vibrant and engaging metaverse for Cardania citizens. He is a strong advocate for the Cardania project and is dedicated to ensuring its success.
True. Now she's going to go rant about techno mages. We might need to shorten this part.
Technologies are an ancient, misbegotten race of hybrid machine organics. The Guild of Technologies have endured for nearly a millennia of Cardania's current age. Through generations of discovery and scientific inquiry, the Technologies have unlocked many ancient mysteries of Cardania and put their discoveries to good use. They are also responsible for a number of calamities and near-extinction level events. With their use of bioenhancements, cybernetic implants, nanite injections, and neural stimulants, the technologies are arguably more machine than man.
Arguably.
Once cursed by a machine god and now shackled to the eternal servitude of a singular directive, assimilate all organic life.
Well, that's some heavy shit. Let's change the subject. How do you harvest resources? And what can you do with them? What was one we were going to dump? Oh, yeah, the resonate question. All right, so resources. Man, there's so many fucking aspects of Cardania. Why don't you make a simpler project? How do I add another line here? I've just been kind of going off of. Oh, there it is. Okay. RAD ADA liquidity pools. Let's hear it.
Resources can be harvested from the summoning pool every epoch. Players can harvest their Terraform RAD and resource tokens at ll.cardania.com.
I gotta find out where you
Resources
actually
can
go.
be used to purchase game items, receive discounts on digital assets, gain exclusive access to certain game features, and contribute to RAD ADA liquidity pools on MinSwap. Additionally, resources can be used.
All right, so it's nexus.cardania.com. Used to be LL for living
Resources can be
lands.
harvested from the summoning pool every epoch. Players can harvest their Terraform RAD and resource tokens at nexus.cardania.com. Resources can be used to purchase game items, receive discounts on digital assets, gain exclusive access to certain game features, and contribute to RAD ADA liquidity pools on MinSwap. Additionally, resources can be used to pay tributes for community and faction level benefits.
I don't know about this liquidity stuff. Okay. Okay, this one's kind of, that was a shot in the dark again. I don't think it really landed. This one I liked, the philosophy.
Cardania is a project that is dedicated to creating a vibrant and engaging metaverse for its citizens. We believe in the power of collaboration and the importance of community. We strive to create a safe and secure environment for our citizens to explore, create, and thrive.
Nice.
We are committed to creating a sustainable and equitable ecosystem that is built on the principles of fairness, transparency, and trust.
Great, great. How did I make another one? Enter. Now I ask what she's most personally interested in.
I'm personally most interested in the Cardania lore and the summoning pool. I'm fascinated by the ancient mysteries of Cardania and the summoning pool's ability to summon creatures, magic, and trouble from the void of interdimensional space.
True.
I'm also interested in the quantum dark energy drive and its ability to enable limited teleportation of Cardania across space, time, and dimensions.
You and me both. That one sucked. This is good. Hey, what's up? Working on this Cardania AI thing. I've done the interview here with the document. Now I'm bringing over the text that I pulled into this machine, which will turn it into real talking, almost. All right, so.
Enter the Ultraverse is a deck-building card game that takes place in the Cardania universe. Players can build their own decks and battle against each other in a variety of game modes. The game features a variety of cards, including creatures, spells, and artifacts, as well as a unique resource system. Players can also customize their decks with special cards and abilities. Enter the Ultraverse is a great way to explore the Cardania universe and to battle against other players.
Yes, indeed. We are. This, of course, is Details, our newest reporter. And we're interviewing the paper. Going to edit this up and get it on the news tomorrow. So the question is now, how can I get cards? Now, we're not going to see her moving until we do the final submit. And before we do that, I got to find out how long this is because oh my God, it's like 5 minutes long. I'm going to blow through my whole month's budget. It's Deetaels. So that's her name. I mean, it's perfect for being a reporter.
You can get cards from the Cardania store, which can be accessed through the Cardania website. You can also purchase card packs from the Nexus, which is a Web3 wallet. Additionally,
really.
You can find limited edition Founders cards, which offer exclusive content and eligibility for future airdrops.
Some of that was correct. Too much of it wasn't correct, so we're going to skip that one. I'm just about at the end of entering these, so I'm going to ask now, tell me about Epoch Wars.
Epoch Wars is a land-based strategy game set in the Cardania universe. Players can build their own armies and battle against each other in a variety of game modes. The game features a variety of units, buildings, and resources, as well as a unique resource system. Players can also customize their armies with special units and abilities. Epoch Wars is a great way to explore the Cardania universe and to battle against other players. Great.
And now I'm just going to say, well, you know, y'all are just jumping in here. I see Caps in the audience. Let's ask another question. If anyone has a question they want me to ask the RAD paper and some of the codex and stuff, you know, hit me. I'm just about to close it up, but let's see. Lots of different lore in here. Wonder how many people are working on the Cardania project. Wonder if it's gonna be able to tell me anything accurate. Sometimes I just like to try and trip up this AI. Wonder if I could ask it to explain like I'm 5 the power level formula. Here we go. The Cardania project is actively in development with a team of several blockchain developers, 2D, 3D artists, game designers, content and lore specialists, and more. The team is led by Chris G., the captain of the project. Okay. I mean, that's all accurate, but it's not going to give me a straight answer, huh? Explain the RAD. Well, what's the formula called? Living Lands formula or something. I wonder if that's in here. Explain power levels like I'm 5. Ask it which faction it likes the best. That's great. I did ask it some rather personal questions. What aspect of Cardania they're personally most interested in. So the lore on the summoning pool, ancient mysteries, quantum dark energy drive. Good answers. See if we can do this, and then we'll find out what kind of faction it likes. Yeah, I really love these subjective questions. Power levels are like levels in a video game. The higher your power level, the more powerful your character is. Really. In Cardania, power levels are used to determine how much RAD, a type of currency, and energy tokens you can generate. The higher your power level, the more RAD and energy tokens you generate. Is that true? I don't think that's accurate. I know it was a tough question. Which faction do you like the most? I love that question. Great. Ooh, Solar Barbarians and Void Priests. Shit. Way to leave the Techno Mages in the dust. I'm a big fan of the Solar Barbarians and the Void Priests. The Solar Barbarians are a powerful tribe of sun-worshipping humans who have deeply rooted tribal hierarchy and honor system. The Void Priests are a mysterious group who worship Cardania as a deity and use their psychic power powers to create miracles and rain holy destruction upon their enemies. Whew. Okay. Well, that's going in. At least into this draft. I mean, it's still too long. I'm going to have to cut like half of this, but still.
And the Void Priests. The Solar Barbarians are a powerful tribe of sun-worshipping humans who have a deeply rooted tribal hierarchy and honor system.
True.
The Void Priests are a mysterious group who worship Cardania as a deity and use their psychic powers to create miracles and rain holy destruction upon their enemies.
Nice, nice. Which action is your least favorite? Come on. Make it be like fungus or something. Leave the technomages out of this. Oh, you've done it to me, haven't you? I'm not a big fan of the technomages. While they've endured for nearly a millennia of Cardania's current age, their methods of scientific inquiry can be quite dangerous and unpredictable. She nailed it. Oh my God, that's going in. Man, such spiciness. I can't believe it.
I'm not a big fan of the technomages.
I mean, she's not wrong. They're kind of terrible.
For nearly a millennia of Cardania's current age, their methods of scientific inquiry can be quite dangerous and unpredictable.
Okay. All right. How is the Custodian AI faction similar or different to you? Here we go. Maybe she doesn't jam out as much as they do, because they tend to jam out. So you can see that it's referencing different pages here. Here we go. The custodians are an enigmatic hive of artificial intelligence that well, you know what? Let me just plug it in and we can all listen to it together. Without reading it, just drop it in.
The custodians are an enigmatic hive of artificial intelligence that tirelessly builds, repairs, and makes habitable the megastructure. They consider themselves the collective caretakers of Cardania and are motivated by ensuring the survival of the station. While I'm not an AI, I'm also motivated by ensuring the survival of Cardania and its inhabitants.
Well, that's an interesting answer, considering that you are an AI. Yeah, I don't think we can keep that one. I mean, that was another swing. I like these swings. Obviously, we got to try for these weird things. How many starships have you minted? Asking the real questions. Well, okay. Sure. Just giving information about starships. We've minted 20 fighter class starships comprising 5 different chassis types and 4 different models. Mark 1 through 4. There are 5,500 total in the collection. Yeah, too boring. Yes, she's on the team. That's right. She doesn't think she's an AI, but she is motivated by for the survival of Cardania. Assuming she's telling the truth. Seems like a stretch. All right, now what the heck am I going to cut out of this? It's too long. We all got to agree that it's too long. Okay, that's good. All right. Now she goes on and on about the technomages at one point. Could probably just remove that whole thing. I love it, but it's gratuitous. It's like 30 seconds. Okay, RAD tokens. We start off with some interoperability stuff. Yeah, I like all that. That's good. RAD tokens can be used for things. Yes. They can be acquired in various ways. The captain does things. resources are harvested. I mean, this is like a project overview. 5 minutes. I just don't think I have the time allotment for this. I got a couple other interviews this month that I got to save some juice for. I'd love to just go all in though for a big old Cardania one. All right, so we're gonna dump. I do like this. I'm gonna dump it. I gotta cut him. Gotta make big cuts. Yeah. We're hoping she doesn't Skynet out until I get some content out of here, man. Okay. Just gotta dump some of this extra stuff. It's at 424 right now. Thanks for stopping in, Alice, Monty. Man, this is the toughest part. I mean, I got to cut a lot more than I have room for here. All right, well, she doesn't need to give them like a fucking summary of all the games. That's going to save like a minute almost. That's like 50 seconds. That's huge. I like the more subjective stuff anyways. It's more interesting as she is an AI. Definitely some stuff's going to be reported. All right, thanks for dropping in. I really like that answer. I like this answer a lot. Resources can be harvested. I just don't care. It's just too much basic project information. I love that she hates the technomages. That is fucking incredible. I can't believe that. Okay, she's excited about that. Starships are available. Other games are in development. RAD tokens. All right, dump the RAD token section. So only we're getting somewhere. This is 2.5 minutes. I could do 2.5 minutes. Cardania is worth 2.5 minutes. All right. Well, wait, no. I gotta ask her. I gotta do a finishing thing. So I'll say, great. Thanks for sharing your thoughts about Cardania with us. Let's see what she says. Oh, here we go. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure sharing my knowledge about Cardania with you. Gotta get that one in there. That's good.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure sharing my knowledge about Cardania with you.
All right, I still think it's a little long, especially now we've added that, and I just realized I wanted to get some pauses. So I'm just going to add, I want 10 seconds of pauses at the end here. So she'll be kind of animated, but not, active. Oh, and I should say I just put this green solid behind her so I could take her into After Effects and key her out. I don't know that it can export video without, with alpha. So just going with this basic green screen setup here. So yeah, we're at 250 now. I just want to dump some stuff. We're gonna dump. Well, it's tough, bro. Man, this is all good. This is the gold. How can I get rid of any of this?
The most exciting part of Cardania is the potential for interoperability between cooperative gaming ecosystems on the Cardano network. This interoperability will create a robust experience for users and open up new opportunities for developers to create unique experiences within the Cardano blockchain space.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, that's annoying, but it's still, I gotta leave it. I gotta leave it. I can't nitpick what she's saying. That's really good. Fuck, this is so good. I gotta do it. All right, we're submitting it. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. One more minute than Cheddar. Of course, I was only working out of a frequently asked questions part of a Discord channel. This is like a bunch of website stuff. Obviously, Cardania has a lot more text to pour through at the moment than the other channel, the Crypto Baller Bots. So it's going through and it's animating this. Basically, what I'm going to do is use this as my script for the questions that we did end up recording. And I will record myself talking like if I stop sharing now. And then what did I do? I think I joined on a different browser. I did some trick. Right. Yeah. So what's this called? Right. So I've joined as myself, but I'm not like here, obviously. So I put this over here because what I'm going to do in post is just go into this area here on that area right there. We go in there, and just plop on top of that the green screen of the reporter, which is being developed right now. 11% ready. And basically, I will screen record myself while I have the video that we recorded with her up next to me. And I have the script as well. So I'll screen record myself and I'll hit play. So basically, I'll say, thank you for joining us. Tell us about the RAD token. Then I'll hit play on that. I'll go in order. I'll hit play on that and I'll listen to her do that, and I'll pretend like she's talking right there next to me, but really it's just a video. And then when she finishes that, I'll pause it, and then I'll say what I'm going to say, and then I'll say the next line, the next prompt question from our script that we developed earlier through Hamada, and just take it step by step. And after I say that script, I'll hit play again on her. And I'll listen to her answer, and I'll pretend like I've never heard it before, and I'll be excited and interested. And honestly, I am. I think we got rid of most of the dead weight answers, anyways. So we've got a spicy script left. So that's going to be pretty good. I'll drop that all in. And it's really important that you listen to the actual audio because the timing has to be, if the timing is on because you're doing that and you put it in, edit it at the same place, it's really good. It looks great. I think it, and it's really smooth. It feels great to do as well because you are listening and talking. So that's a bunch of editing stuff. I use After Effects to make that happen. I'll get a news background for her, and I'll put the RAD paper, next to her, and at the bottom we'll put like, I am an AI referencing the RAD paper and the Codex of Cardania, and we'll air it after our first segment on the news tomorrow, our guest segment, which is Cardano caricatures. We'll have Q on. Ken, he's great, and it'll be fun. And I think I'm going to stream how I do it every week because it is kind of interesting, to watch it. And I love getting ideas from the chat on what to ask it because I don't know, man. I don't have all the answers. All right. So, oof. Oh, it's been quite a stream, hasn't it? Let me just pop this wig off here. Scott Chestnut. Okay, let's end it. Thanks for watching.